Welcome to today's practice. My name is Dora, and today I brought you a really beautiful, short and sweet Yin Yoga practice to balance the metal element in us. And the metal element is connected to the lungs and the large intestine. It's basically our ability to receive, take things in, and then let go, release. Okay, let's start the practice. You would need a bolster, maybe a block or a brick, whatever you can get your hands on. Okay, so let's start with the seated position. You can come cross-legged, whichever you can extend the legs forward, whatever is comfortable for you. And just take a moment, relax the shoulders, lengthen the top of the head up towards the ceiling, relax the sit bones. If you're comfortable, close your eyes. And the first few breaths is all about arriving into the physical body. Take a moment and just observe, what did you bring to the mat at this precise moment? Scan the body from the top of the head all the way to the toes and just listen. Continuing with that observation, let's bring our awareness to the breath. Bring one hand on the center of the chest, one hand on the navel, and just allow yourself to tune into the rhythm of your breath. The exhalation, gently bring the navel to the spine, relax, release. And on the inhalation, feel that expansion, that softening, that opening. Metal element is connected to the lung and the large intestine. Shadow emotions of sadness and grief. So we're going to work with our practice to process these emotions. And then let's finish our centering with the left palm to the heart center, right palm over, and just make an intention here, finding that beautiful balance between receiving and letting go. Taking things in that are nourishing us and letting go of things which we don't have anything to do with anymore. And relax the hands, open up the eyes. If you like, just stretch the legs out a little bit, maybe a little massage. So in this practice, we're going to work with the lung meridian, starts at the thumb. So it goes up in the inner arm, chest. We're going to work with these areas. And the large intestine starts with the index finger, works up, and then outside, in between the shoulder blades, neck as well. So these are the areas which we're going to focus on. If you have any kind of injury, just make sure to go with the modification that it's lighter, or don't stay in the pose so longer. Okay, come back into comfortable cross-legged seated position and just start with really soft, gentle little shoulder rolls backwards. Relax the shoulders, try to lengthen the spine and make it really, really sweet about opening that part of the body. When we stimulate these meridians, these channels in the body, we allow the flow to start again. Let's come with shoulder rolls forward. And metal element is anything shiny, it's actually quite precious. So you can balance it also with wearing metallic colors, white, dark blue, black. So many ways to balance those precious elements, the lungs and the largest in the intestine, blah, 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 blah. Coming in, back into the center, and just bringing the hands into a soft twist, come into soft little rolls, and the other way. Okay, face the right palm towards you, left palm away from you, circle the thumb, inhale, and on the exhalation, come into a nice stretch and just pull that thumb. So you're going to have the sensations of the stretch in the inner arm. And we're going to continue with each finger. So gently grab, circle around the index finger. So right palm towards you, left palm away. Inhale. Exhale, lengthen and then pull that finger. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Pull any tension out of those fingers. Inhale. Exhale. And then just relax the hands on the knees. Maybe close your eyes for a second. Do you notice any difference between one hand to the other from such a simple few breaths, simple practice? Let's do it on the other side. Left palm towards you, right palm away. Circle around the thumb. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale with the index finger. Inhale, middle finger. Exhale. Inhale, ring finger. Exhale. So you put on nice little jewelry if you want to feel more connected to the lungs and the large intestine. And the little finger. And come back and relax. So our first yin posture, the one we're going to hold, is going to be the child thread the needle. I'm going to show you a couple of variations. If it's available for you, legs together, coming into the child's pose, and we're going to thread the right arm underneath the left armpit. Maybe you can relax the head down, support it, or I forgot to bring a block, or you can put a bolster here as well. So that is one variation. If this is not comfortable, you can have the legs wider and even have a bolster. So again, left hand comes out, right hand on the knees. Maybe this way you can relax in here. Feeling we're going for is a soft stretch on the right outer arm. Or if you have any injuries, please be mindful. You can sit with cross-legged or legs apart, and you just basically left hand rests on the knee, and you just thread the right hand until you can, okay? Doesn't have to be anything. Feeling we're going for is a right stretch, a lovely stretch on the right arm, okay? We're going to have short holds. So this one we're going to have for 2 minutes. If you're practicing at home, you can always stop the video and stay there for longer. So thread the right arm underneath the left. Take the pose that feels comfortable. Wiggle around. The first minute is all about settling, finding the pose that is right for you. If you want to add a little bit more, circle the thumb and the index finger together. Gyan Mudra. As I mentioned before, the thumb and the index finger are where these meridians start. So we're just giving them a little bit of an extra boost. Breathe in between the shoulder blades. Feel that lovely stretch on the right inner arm. Relax.
Notice the space you're creating in between the shoulder blades. Notice the release on the right outer arm. Make sure your neck is relaxed. Head is softly turned towards the left. Prepare to come out of the pose. Come out nice and slow. Reset in the center, and you can just go straight into the other side. Threading the left arm underneath the right armpit. Turning the head towards the right. See what feels comfortable. Remember, first minute is all about settling into your pose. And a yin pose doesn't have to be absolutely static. Because as the time goes, with the help of the breath and the gravity, you may settle deeper into the pose. Or you may get triggered and you come out a little bit. Be present. Again, if you like, bring the index finger together with the thumb, stimulating the large intestine and the lung meridians. And then slowly prepare to come out of the pose. Make your way back into the center. If you like, you can come into a rebound pose. In Yin Yoga, we have rebound pose in between the postures, especially if this one was a strong pose for you, then either just come down onto your back, come into a mini shavasana, or if you want, you can come into a belly shavasana as well. Just take a couple of seconds to recap and just notice how you're feeling in the chest, in between the shoulder blades, lungs, receiving, taking the word in, the breath in, the prana in, the chi in, and the large intestine, letting go, releasing, making that intelligent decision, what is for us to keep and what is to let go. Let's go into our second posture. So the second posture is going to be, show you again the variation, quite strong on the inner arms now. So just go, and the front of the chest, so just go nice and easy. I show you both ways so you can see. So we come down onto the belly and extend the right arm out. Bend the left knee and bring the left knee up, knee in line with the hip, ankle in line with the knee, and then we just rest the head and turn towards the right. This may be quite a strong stretch, or with the help of that left hand, you can roll a little bit over to the right, bringing that even the left leg can be in front, it can even come behind. Left hand can stay there, or you can bring it into like a little bit of a bind. Okay, I'm going to show it on the other side as well. Really be gentle because it is a strong pose. So if we start with the right hand extending, option one is the legs are in sleeping tiger and you just rest here. Maybe you push into, maybe you put a block or something underneath, so you have a little bit of a stimulation on that right inner arm and the chest. Or you roll over, You can have the leg in front or behind. So all of this will make it deeper and deeper. And then your top arm can come behind into a small bind and relax, okay? So take whichever position feels okay for you. And then, oh, it feels so nice, but I need to come out to put the timer on. So take your time, find the position that feels right. Remember, don't go over the edge, just go nice and easy. Because even one single breath in a pose which doesn't feel right for you can be, we're not going for pain, okay? We're going for release. So feel that gentle, soft stretch on the right inner arm, the chest. And remember, you can wiggle around. Try to go into the pose slow and come out of the pose slowly. And just relax. If you feel discomfort, can you just send a little bit more breath there? But if you feel pain, can you be kind enough to yourself to modify the pose? Inhaling, receiving, exhaling, relaxing, letting go. Any physical sensations, emotions, thoughts rise up. Try not to push them down, but just feel them for a moment. Acknowledge them. And if you acknowledge them and feel them, maybe they're not so scary anymore. Gently start to come out of the pose. Remember, we're doing really short holds, 2 minutes, but you can work up to three to 4 minutes on these postures, just resetting the center. We definitely feel the difference between the two sides. And when you're ready, let's go into the other side. So this time the left hand will be extending out. Just come a little bit forward, just making sure that still in the frame. You may notice a big difference between one side to the other. Again, be the observer. Notice it. And then adjust, modify your pose based on that. We're going for feeling rather than how the pose looks. So try to come into the same sensation in both sides, and if you practice regularly, they will even out. Filling up the lungs, allowing that nourishment inwards and downwards. And then exhaling, filtering through, letting it go down and out. This pose is called a broken wing. Or actually, it gives our wings back to us. Because when we lay them down with sadness, with grief, can't really fly, can we? When the lung meridian depletes, the immunity goes down. Allow these energy centers to be stimulated and balance to be restored. And it's time to come out, nice and slow. I could have stayed there for a couple of more minutes, but I'm mindful to keep this a short practice because a regular practice is the strongest practice. I want you to practice. If you like, you just rest here on the floor and I show you the next variation. If you can just peek out or stop the video. So remember, it's just a guide for you. We're going to come into a twist. Okay. Hopefully the monitor is okay. We're going to extend the left leg out and hug the right leg into the chest, relaxing the shoulders. And we're going to bring the right arm out to the side. So again, you have a lovely stretch, front again, but it's not as strong as before. And then we're going to guide that right leg across to the left. Now I have the bolster here, so if you have anything that you want to hold onto, you don't have to go really deep. You can just go a little bit, bolster, or if it's available for you, you can come all the way down, but try to keep both shoulders down. Here, or bending that bottom leg and grabbing your foot, relaxing the shoulders. Cat got its tail. Okay? So take your time. Let's get into the posture. Lay down onto your back. Bring the right knee into the chest. Stabilize the right arm out, palms facing down. And then guide the right leg across over the left. Use any props you like. Either stay here, that already gives a beautiful expansion in the chest. Or if you want a little bit more, relax the shoulders and grab that feet. Cat got its tail. So now, of course, this sequence is focusing on the metal element, lungs and large intestine. But of course, when we move one part, everything moves. So with this pose, for example, we work on the spleen as well, stomach meridian. With the other ones, we were working with the heart, small intestine as well. So everything is interconnected, especially in our yin poses. We work with the connective tissues, the deepest layers. And what happens in one area has an effect on the whole. And I'm a firm believer, most of our problems have been created in the mind, in the head, and we want to solve them in the head. But how about if we solve them in the body or in the breath? Relax into it. Find the softness. Nice deep breath. Preparing to come out, release the foot if you grabbed it. Gently guide your way back into the center. Extend that right leg, have a mini break. Staycation if you like in between the poses. And whenever you're ready, hug that left leg into the chest. Stabilize the left arm to the side, guide the right leg across. And if you like, grab that foot, wiggle around a little bit. Just gonna move back a little bit to be in the center. Any yin pose you like, close the eyes. And just breathe. Maybe noticing the difference between the two sides. Noticing the difference between the lower body and the upper body, and just being the observer. No labels, no judgment. Just observing, taking data. Prepare to come out of the pose, release the leg, come back to the center. See if you want to give yourself a hug, rocking from side to side or straighten the legs out. We have one more pose before Shavasana, and this one is going to be a nice supported fish pose. We're going to have the legs extended, and you can have the heels together, toes drop out like a fish, or you can have them together. And I forgot to bring the brick. So if you have like a brick or a book, you can put it in between the shoulder blades, so this area, and you can lie on it. Just make sure that you relax the shoulders, arms out, Gyan Mudra, index finger together with the thumb. I'm going to do it with the bolster today, but you can do it on anything. So you roll, let's hope microphone is okay, roll over, relax. Now, this is probably too much for the neck. Then you can have like a blue book, blocks, anything you want, pillow underneath so your head is more relaxed. I'm okay like this. So we're just going to stay here just for 1 minute. It's quite a strong activation of the heart center. Make sure that this pose feels okay. So I just say blanket blocks anything to stimulate that heart. And just relax. I'm not even going to talk here. And really slowly, gently with the hands of the hands, the help of the hands, come up, roll the bolster, block away. If you had a bolster, and just come down onto the Shavasana. If you do have a bolster, it really helps putting it across the body, across the chest. It helps that grounding, as we worked a lot with the heart, lungs. If you don't like it, you can have a bolster underneath the knees. So you can have it rolling underneath the knees or underneath the feet. If you do have, lucky enough to have an eye pillow, bring an eye pillow, activating these points around the eyes. And just settle into your Shavasana. Drop the legs about hip distance apart. Arms at a comfortable distance. Tuck the chin in slightly to create that space in the neck. And arrive into your Shavasana. Allow your legs to relax, the toes, the ankles, the knees, hips. Allow the arms to relax, the fingers, the wrists, the elbows, and the shoulders. Let the whole of the spine relax, base of the spine, pelvic bowl, abdominal region, the area of the chest, the back, lower back, middle back, upper back, throat and the neck, face and the head. And as you relax here, ready for your relaxation, just allow this question to rise, and remember, not looking for answers, not trying to solve with your mind. Just allow. What can I let go of today that will lighten up my life? And just relax. slowly prepare your way back from relaxation. Soft movements in the fingers and the toes, ankles and the wrists. Maybe moving your head from side to side. Make sure if you're practicing for like 20 minutes, make sure your relaxation is at least 10% of your practice. So for 10 minutes, at least 1 to 2 minutes. Bend the legs if you feel comfortable with it, and turn over to the right side, supporting yourself fully on the right side into the fetal position. Giving yourself a chance to reset here. And when you're coming up, use the elbow and the arm to really keep that spine nice and supported. Make your way up into a seated position again. And then bring the hands into the heart, palms together, thumbs to the heart, close the eyes. Lengthen the spine, find a beautiful space. And just reflect for a moment on your practice. Physical sensations in the body. Your connection to the breath. Do you feel that your lungs are full of energy, prana, breath? Any thoughts that keep popping onto your head, into your head even? Your energy. And then bow your head to your heart. Big thank you to yourself for stepping on the mat today, practicing. And we finish with rubbing the palms together, creating that warmth. Once you feel that warmth between the palms, cover up the eyes, the face, hairline with the palms. Feel that comfort coming in. And then let the light in. Separate the fingers with a gentle massage. Thank you. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me today. Hope you enjoy that and see you soon.